What's up, all you cool kids? This is Daisy Collins, TsunamiRose.net, coming at you live from my craft room here in Las Vegas, Nevada, as I do Monday through Friday, bringing you junk journal and videos. So if that's what you're into, please do subscribe. Please give me a little thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. It really helps me out. Hi, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here continuing on from last week's projects that I started, which was these little golden books that I'm working on. I apologize I didn't go live on Friday. I didn't feel like crafting. I'm not going to lie. I just did not feel like crafting. And so I didn't go live. I just wasn't feeling it. But I hope you guys had a good weekend. What's up, Jen? How are you? I had a pretty chill, pretty cool weekend. I got to see my family briefly. They had a little drive-by, drive-through baby shower, drive-by baby shower, whatever you want to call it. We all just kind of hung out in my aunt's front driveway for like 1 or 2 hours, and people came by and dropped off presents and stuff. I chose to hang out a little bit. We were outdoors. We were wearing masks, so it was just so nice to see my family. I have not seen my family in like a year. Some of us cried. It was a very emotional moment when we got to see each other again. And we're like, y'all, I'll see y'all after we all get vaccinated. Peace out. It was really nice. It was very emotional. We have not seen each other in like a year. I got grumpy at my sewing machine today. That happens. That happens. Vanessa, hi Vanessa. How are you, girlfriend? And okay, so we are continuing on from last week's little golden books. I did everything pretty much live, except I don't think I put the signatures together. Like I just folded all the papers myself. That's kind of like the boring part. But everything else I kind of did on live with y'all. And today we are ready to sew in the signatures. I have 3 signatures per book. I did go ahead and sew about 4 pieces of my plaid or my ruffles, whatever you want to call them, to the pages. And I did shave off a tiny bit of the page. So I believe they're 5.25 in width is what I believe they are. And I kind of wanted them to blend in a little bit. Yeah, 5.25. That's how long they ended up being. But with the ruffles and the way that the pages kind of like some of them protrude out in the middle, it looks quite even. I'm pretty happy with it. I was afraid that some of the pages are going to be like out here, but they look pretty even. I have the ones for the Pokey little puppy ready and the ones for Butterfly Kisses. I still have to work on the cat ones. I just didn't feel like it. I'm like, you know what? I think I can do 2 books tonight. Hey, Zena, what is going on? Hi, Miss Gigi. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so we are going to sew these signatures into the jackets. Let me put 1 book away and I can work on 1 book at a time. Okay, so we did make the inside jackets live last week too, which is basically a piece of fabric and heat and bond and parchment paper, not parchment paper, packing paper. And I did sew on some lace on each side. And this is what we're going to sew our signatures in. And then this is all going to get glued into the book. I did want to make sure I left this little part right here, which is kind of like the iconic little golden book. This book belongs to little book plate there that they print. So I did not want to cover that up. These little pieces here ended up being 4.5 by almost 8, 7 3/4, I'm going to say. Basically as tall as the book is and slightly larger than our spine, like 1 inch on each side of our spine. That's how big I decided to make these. Okay, so now that I've explained that whole procedure, Patricia, what's up, girlfriend? What's up, what's up? And my cat, I think he's bringing his toy. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we need to find where we're going to place our signatures on here. Is this the one I wanted with this? Nope, this kisses, butterfly kisses I wanted with this fabric right here. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to find the middle. So I'm going to fold this in half, and it is basically paper. So it does lend itself to being folded in half very, very well. So we can just fold that in half. And that is where our middle signature is going to go. And let me just draw the line here. I do like to physically see the line, especially right here in the edge. I need to see that. And then we are going to mark 1/2 inch to the right and then 1/2 inch to the left. Do it this way here. 1/2 inch to the right, 1/2 inch to the left. And this is where our signatures are going to go. Okay, it's going to look fabulous. Okay. Okay, so that looks good. I did want the flowers to kind of show on the sides. That's as good as it's going to get. Oh, I didn't even tell you guys. So one time I saw somebody make a border, like they sewed like 1/4 inch from the edge of the book. And I was like, my mind was blown. I was like, I didn't know that you could sew through the little golden books. And it turns out sewing in the signatures is nerve-wracking. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Correct. And do I procrastinate? Yes, I do. I also do. So knowing that I could sew through the little golden books, y'all know I made this mistake right here where this particular book right here, I did not zigzag stitch the edge of this, which you don't really need to do. However, I'm using this quilted material, so you could like lift up the fabric, which I did not like. So right before I went live, I decided to be brave. And I was able to sew through the little golden book. So, I mean, it was a little scary, and it like really like was up against the edge of my sewing machine. So I really had to like, and I also had to like push it through. It didn't really want to go through, but guess what? You can sew through your little golden book. I didn't want to do it anywhere else. I don't suggest you do it if you're weak-hearted. But I did go ahead and sew through this because I do not like that whole fabric lifting. On my other books, I did zigzag on there, so that was perfect. Which again, you don't have to do this at all if you're not using this kind of material where it kind of like lifts off. So just so you know, I did do that. I was that brave. Okay, I'm going to do one book at a time. Well, actually, no, I'm not. Let me do the next one. I'm just going to do this part for the next one just so I don't have to do it. Because it's not the hardest part, but it is kind of annoying. And I want to put my scoreboard away. So let's fold this in half here. Fold it. I'm telling you, Zena, I mean, I've made 100 junk journals. And sewing in the signatures is still, like, I still hold my breath. I still really, really, it's always nerve-wracking when you have to sew in a signature. And it doesn't even matter what method you're using to sew in a signature. It's always freaking nerve-wracking, always. Okay, so now I need to mark 1/2 inch to the right of that middle part. Luckily, I have done this enough that I don't really mess up that much anymore. So, I mean, but I'm still nervous about it. I'm still like, maybe I could. Maybe today's the day. Today could be the day, I say every time. Okay. Oopsie, that's the wrong spot. That is the wrong spot. It's supposed to be right here. Okay, there we go. So now we're all set. That's where our signatures are going to be. And we're all scored and marked, and we're all good to go. Okay. Love your work. Regards from South Africa. Hi, Georgie. And hi, Vanessa. I didn't see Vanessa. Hi, Vanessa. Girl, my new sewing machine is skipping stitches. We've all been there. I'm sorry, Jen. That sounds frustrating. Oh, is here. Hi, I'm scared to sew through cardboard. Cardboard is pretty soft. I wouldn't be afraid of cardboard. Cardboard is pretty much all air. Okay, so let's get started on this. And I'm going to do the outside signatures and then the middle. And Again, I got my book here in order, so I'm really trying to pay attention to that. I can't just grab a random signature anymore. What also you're gonna need is a piece of chipboard that is the size of the cover. Now this could be the size of whatever cover you're making or whatever journal size you're doing, but cut this to be the size of the cover. I did make it like slightly shorter. I don't even know how that happened, but I did. It's just slightly shorter. That's fine. I decided to sew this little tab on here so that I can easily identify them. I also have one for my regular journals, and I put a little tab on that one too. It's just going to help me pull it out of my file cabinet where I normally keep it. Okay, so what we're also going to need is we need to mark the middle signature like that, so that way I know where to sew. And okay, so let me put the book cover away because we don't need that yet. And it's just going to be in my way. Okay, so first signature here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the pages on this chipboard here. And I pull the pages with my thumb and my index finger here. So that we keep nice and tight up against the spine. And we're just going to place those right like that. And this is a chance right here to make sure that all your pages are facing the right way. Make sure you don't have nothing upside down, because that happens all the time. It happens a lot for me when I'm doing this, that I basically like quadruple check that I'm not putting anything upside down. It's like one of my worst fears. I found the needle later in the journal during the live. What? I sewed on file folder a few weeks ago with my machine. I think it was just 10 pages. My needle broke. Oh, Lord. 10 pages. That should have been good. You should have been good with 10 pages, but maybe your sewing machine is different. Maybe yours takes less. What kind of needle are you using too? Like, are you using a skinny needle? Are you using I'm just using a universal needle. I don't have anything. I don't know exactly if that's thin or thicker than others, but I've been told that's pretty thick needle. It's not exactly a G needle. You might need a G needle. Try one. Or I guess you'll have to do less pages in the signature. 10 should be good. That should not have happened. I have not had a needle break on me yet, but that sounds like I don't want to deal with that. It's too much. Too much. Okay. So we got our pages here, and I'm going to put it up against the spine. Why are my pages bigger than my spine, though? That should not be a thing. My pages should be smaller than the spine. What is happening? Because I made this just as tall. I think I made mine 8. This should be. Let me just make sure. And some of my pages are bigger than my book. No! That is not cool, y'all. I did not plan on that. You know what? Now I'm sweating. Now I'm sweating because that's not cool. Hang on one second. I might have to do some surgery here. This is definitely unplanned surgery. Unplanned surgery. Give me 1 second. I have to fix this. I had not tested it. I thought we were all good, and apparently we're not good, and that's not good. So I'm gonna do some surgery on here, and it might not be pretty. I don't know. But we gotta fix this. I'm moving all the pages down. Sorry, they're all down low. Oh yeah, my thing here keeps popping off. So that sucks. I'll be like, we'll be in the room watching TV, and then I'll just hear this pop. and it's my dang handle here popping off. Okay. Totally unplanned surgery here. Totally. I do not suggest you do this at home, you guys. I really don't suggest you do this at all, whatsoever, ever. under any circumstance. But I am here on my live show, so the show must go on. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, okay? Okay. Okay, is that gonna damage anything? I don't know. I really don't know. I think everything is okay though. Literally was like hacking it. Okay, that was completely unplanned and completely uncalled for, but like I had to do it, so gotta do what we gotta do sometimes. Okay, sorry about the delay. I was supposed to be sewing in the signatures, not hacking the signatures. Thank goodness for rotary cutters, saving the day right now. Saving my life right now, this rotary cutter. If I was not live, I would cut it down every page with the paper cutter, but we gotta do a show. We gotta give the people what they want. So one second. Let me cut this here. All of a sudden it got real hot in here. All of a sudden it got real hot. My poor rotary cutter is probably dull now. Okay, so it just got real right now. Okay, it just got really real, and I think we're good. Right. Okay, now as I was saying, you want to put your pages up against the chipboard. It got hot in here. It got real hot. Okay, so we're still on page 1. Good. Okay, so let's do this. Try this again. There we go. You see how I have a little bit right there and a little bit right here? That's what I want. I want to be able to see the chipboard on top and underneath. Normally, I would even cut this even smaller, even shorter, but whatever. We're going to go with it right now. We're going to go with it. Okay, you guys, that was unplanned surgery. I'm sweating. Let me turn off the fan. I'm hot. This is ridiculous. It's all windy outside. It's kind of a nice day today, but I'm hot now. Oh my God, I need to cool down. Okay. I'm all flustered. Okay, this is going to work. I have no problems there. There's no struggle. You didn't see nothing. This is all easy breezy, beautiful cover girl, no problem. Okay. All right. She got cut a little bit on her hat, but that's okay. She still looks good. Boo-boo. You got your toy, Mamash? That little fella, he's so cute. You brought your toy? Okay, well, give me a second. It's going to take me a minute to do this. Okay, now what was I saying? Make sure you hold the signature with your fingers there to the right. I'm going to keep this nice and tight up against the spine. Okay, the wind is real out here. We're going to put this on the spine. It like comes down to such a science. I need the signature to be within these stitches. So in between these stitches is where my signature needs to be. I don't know how it works out every time, but it does. It really does. Okay, so I'm going to wrap the signature here where it's supposed to be. And then we're going to drop it. And I can see, because I marked it on this little, whatever this is called, the inside cover. I can see where my signature is supposed to be, and I want to place it right where I need it to be. And it's a little bit low, so I'm going to put it up a little bit higher. And we should be good here. So let me just, I need to paper clip it. But there's really not much to paper clip because the little jacket here that we're sewing this into is so little. I'm not really used to it. working with it being so small, but here we are. Okay. Okay. We are where we need to be. I can see the stitches above and the stitches below. Sorry, I got a little bit more down here for now. Okay. So now we are going to sew. I have my sewing machine on straight stitch. And I'm going to make it a 3.5 length. And then I'm going to sew this in. Make sure my flowers are not upside down on the cover, and they're not. Does my sewing machine cry about it? Yes, it does, but I don't care. As long as it does not stop sewing, I'm good. And I didn't backstitch back there. Okay. Do try and backstitch. Do try and remember to backstitch. Okay, so that went well. After I had to hack the pages, you know, it went pretty smoothly. Okay, so there's our first signature sewn into our jacket here. I guess I'll call it a jacket. I don't know. Okay, so now I'm gonna paper clip these pages here together so they don't get on my way. Get in my way. We need the third signature now. What is it? Vanessa wants to know, what is everybody working on? I do like to cut off the threads here because it just makes it a big hard deal to glue. I don't want any threads in my glue. You okay, Babush? You're a good little boy? Give me 1 second. I gotta blow my nose. Okay. So we're back. And I have my chipboard cover piece right here again. Okay, we're down here. Okay, so I need to mark the middle signature here. This one's going to be a prayer journal. I really never ever complete prayer journals, and I think I'm going to have to complete this one. For sure. I have another prayer journal that's like, I think I did one signature on it. Okay. So here we go. Again, making sure all my pages are straight and not like messed up. Okay. We got our book page here. I gotta erase the numbers that I wrote. I gotta remember to do that. A little bit lower. I'm not putting the treat bags in because they make it too thick, sadly. And because I had to basically glue the book pages together, I was afraid it would make it too thick. So I did remove the treat bags. We'll have to do something else with these journals. I normally do treat bags, but I normally don't have to glue 2 pages together with scrapbook paper. And somebody said it makes them thick, so I decided to just scrap the treat bags, sadly. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to do the last one. Again, we're in between those stitches. And again, making sure that my signature is in place here. Looks to be in place. I'm going to try my best to clip the little book jacket to the signature. Okay, so we're back into the sewing machine here. Make sure to backstitch. Don't forget to backstitch. the middle signature gets a little tough because the sewing machine, well, the way the signatures are on each side, it kind of makes the middle signature like kind of like float a little bit instead of being nice and flush up against the jacket. So the middle signature is kind of the problem. It used to be the first signature was easy, and then the second and the third signature was tough because of that reason. But then I decided, why don't I just do the sides first and then the middle? That way I only struggle one time. And that did help. That did totally help. So there we go. We got our signatures, and they're sewed where they're supposed to be. This one's a little bit off, but that's fine. That's fine. I'll live. Okay, so now we got these two. So like I said, here comes the problem child of the middle signature. So I'm going to need another paper clip to do this side over here. And like, as you can see, it's already like lifted basically. So like it kind of lifts off the sewing machine a tiny bit. Okay. Let's get through the struggle here. I have wanted to sew the signatures in tonight, but I'm not sure. You really are putting it off. I totally understand. Again, totally understand. Sometimes it'll be time for me to sew in the signatures, and I'll be like, let's just make some embellishments tonight. Like, I don't feel like doing all that. I'll just do some embellishments. It happens all the time to me. Okay, so we got the middle signature now. Okay, so let's get this set up here. I'm going to have to hack my way through the next book I'm going to do too. Oh my God. Okay. I feel like this page didn't get cut enough, but I'll live, I guess. Yes. It's still in between the stitches as long as it's as tall as this chipboard piece here. Now this page, so I want to flip it up like this. Yeah, I do, kind of. Well, the flowers do go this way, I guess. Okay, fine. Put it this way. Yeah, I do. I always switch over to like, let's do something else tonight because I don't. Sewing in the signatures is the toughest part of junk journaling. It really is. And like I said, it doesn't even matter what method you do for sewing in your signatures. It's always the toughest part. Make sure you give me a little thumbs up if you guys have a moment. I really appreciate it. It really helps me out. Okay, we got my pages here, my beautiful pages. Okay. I love it. These are definitely not like children's little junk journal books. They're they are using a child's book, but I'm making them just like any other junk journal, just filled with flowers and stuff. They could be used for kids, but they're not like going to be specifically for children or anything like that. Okay, so we got our signature where it needs to be. Let's try. This is the difficult part. This really is the difficult part here. But at least now I figured out how to make it only like slightly difficult and not completely difficult. Like it used to be when I struggled with 2 signatures. Now I only struggle with 1, so that's nice. That is nice indeed. And this time I'm not even worried about the jacket. I'm kind of just clipping these onto the other signatures. Okay, you guys. Here comes the fun part. I'm not shocked if my sewing machine turns off. It says error. That could happen. That always happens with my middle signature. I was gonna say, let's get you a better shot, but you can't really see it. But I'm just doing a straight signature, straight stitch. It's really thick, you guys. It's really thick. I don't know if my sewing machine's gonna go through this one. It's like floating almost. Ugh. Ooh, it's doing it. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna push it through. I'm gonna go with it. It's working. Okay. I laugh because that really shouldn't work. It's probably not healthy for my sewing machine. This one goes so out of hand here. Oh my God. Okay, easy. Fine. You know what? Fine. You know what? This was not perfect. And you know what? That's okay. That is okay. That, you know what? It's fine. The end result looks fine. You know what? I'm not even going to be mad. Oh my God. Okay. The horror is over, and we've made something here. We've made something happen. Okay. So now we've got our book sewed into our little jacket here. You see that? We got all three. Well, we got two good and then one okay. It really got off track over here. All right, I'll live with that. I will live because I can hardly breathe right now. Okay. So, this one is Butterfly Kisses. Why do I feel like I did something wrong? I don't know why, but I feel... No, we're good. I was like, did I see a page of the Pokey Little Puppy? I don't know why. I thought I did. This looks really good. I'm so happy I got the pages in order. That took a lot of brain power to figure out how to put the pages in order. Okay, so now that we have this little jacket, we got to glue this little jacket into this book right here. So let's do that. We got to get some things. Which one of these will work? We got our parchment paper. We got our white glue. We got our paintbrush. Okay. Okay. So let me change my work surface here. And this is like a janky little jacket I made from Heat and Bond piece. And I like to use this. I'm going to use it till it's basically all the way gone. I put my signatures in here. It just slides over my signatures like that. It's not perfect anymore, but it still does the job. It still technically does the job. So we're going to keep using it until it's run into the ground. Okay, so pages go this way, book goes this way. Okay, so now that we got that little jacket on there, let me get down here. Sorry. Is this crooked or is my, hang on, my book is crooked. Okay, fine, on my table. Come on, Horchata. Yeah, my sewing machine's name is Horchata, if y'all didn't know. That's why they're like, come on, Horchata. Let's see. Making sure I said hi to everybody. Oh God, I hope you feel okay. Okay, so I got my glue, which I use Turbo Tacky glue to do this. It's kind of my favorite glue to do everything. I live for this glue. I love this glue. Okay, so it's gonna be a little tough because we got to get with this lace right here. We got to get this lace on here. So basically, we got to get glue all over the jacket here. And I think we're going to have to do the spine all in one go. And I also like to put a little layer of glue right here in the gutter, whatever you want to call it. In this little part right here. Make sure I get it all in the nooks. All in that little nook. And let me get... Hang on, I want another piece of parchment or something. I still don't feel safe enough. Okay. Here's another piece of Heat and Bond. I don't want to get glue on my little jacket either. Hello. Okay, so my brush. Here's my brush. And this is going to get a little messy, but we've got to make sure you get enough glue in between all these little stitches here. Oh, this is going to be harder than I thought because of that lace. Okay. It has been a minute since I made a little golden book. And I did not rewatch my videos. I don't know if I missed any tips I could have used. Okay, we're gonna get more glue because it just needs more glue with this lace. This lace kind of like swallows up all the glue somehow. Okay. Okay, that's good enough. That is good. And of course, there's lots of ways to make little golden books. If this way don't work for you and somebody else's video works for you, go with that. So I only do this because it's easy for me. So if this is not easy for you, then don't give up. Find an alternative route. Definitely find something alternative. I know mine has a lot of involved steps here. And again, I've been doing this for a long time. This is not my first little golden book, so if it looks easy, it's because I've done this quite a few times. Quite the number of times. Okay. See, I would have gotten glue on my little jacket here, which I don't want to do either. So this here, what I'm doing is I'm just laying it down as good as I can because I don't know where I really couldn't tell you where the middle part is. So I'm just going by my spine. Actually, I need to move it over a little bit. It's not centered enough. I'm going by the spine fabric. I need my fancy butter knife. I gotta find that that gutter. And I do gotta make sure all of this glue settles down. And that all of this glue is pushed in. Okay, get all this extra glue off. Extra glue, extra glue. Oops, oops. Okay. So it looks like we're good on this side, as good as it's gonna get. Get all this extra glue out here. This extra glue out here. Okay. So now I gotta do this half over here. Now that we got that there, maybe you could sew a jacket out of vinyl and reuse. Ooh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea, John. That's a really good idea. Dang, why didn't I think about that? I didn't even think about that. Okay, so glue again in the little gutter. I like to get some glue on the fabric here. And before I send this off to whoever purchases it, I do make sure I'll run my finger through all these little spots right here to make sure that it's glued down. If it's not glued down, I will glue it down again. So this is not the last time and not the final time that I will attempt to glue this down properly. I should have napkins for this. Okay, let me get the glue off of this so I can reuse it. Not get glue on my stuff. Okay. There we go. Let's get the glue on the little jacket here. This lace absorbs a lot of glue, so now I know. And we're going to get the glue on the spine, of course. Okay. Okay. Glue everywhere. Wow, I can't believe that hour is almost... That went by fast. Oh my God, it has been 40 minutes. It took me a minute to hack through my signatures. I'm telling you, junk journaling is a fun way to waste time. Perfect way to waste an hour is do something junk journal related and the time will fly. no matter what I do, I feel like it takes 1 hour to do it. Like no matter what it is that I'm doing. I don't even know how that happens, but it does. Like it just takes up so much time to do this stuff. But you know what? This is so much fun. This is how I want to be wasting my time. Okay, so we got glue. And now, let's put this down here. Okay. First I do it nice. And then we're going to go in with our butter knife. Get all the extra glue out. All the extra glue out this way too, not that much there. Press up against the spine because this part right here kind of tends to lift up if you don't. And then we're going to find our little gutter and push the glue out of that too. A little gutter. Okay. Let me get the glue off. Sometimes I'll be like using my butter knife as how it's supposed to be used. And I'll find little glue flakes come off of it sometimes. Because I do this stuff right here. Okay. Now, that looks like it is nice. Oops. Don't let your signature fall from side to side. This is also why I like this jacket because it kind of keeps it upright. I don't know the science behind it, but it does. Somehow it keeps it upright. Okay, so our jacket is in. Our signatures are sewn. Let me get a napkin. I need a paper towel, I should say. Because I don't want to get glue all over my next junk journal. So I will get a napkin or a paper towel, whatever you want to call it. Oops. Yeah, I don't do that. I do let the book dry with support on each side. So also do that. Okay, so before I call this one done, I'm going to lift off the signatures. And I'm going to do one more thing, which is go in between the signatures and push out extra glue from here too. If there is any, it'll come out. If there isn't any, then you want to make sure you do get some pressure here up against each spine to make sure it adheres. Otherwise, this will kind of bubble up on you if you don't. So I like to do that, and then I'll put the jacket back on and let it dry. Don't get the extra glue here. And like that. Okay. Okay, so actually, I think I'm going to use clips for this. Yep, I'm going to use a clip. Okay, so let me clip these together, the whole thing. Okay. And then before I call this one finished, I got paper clips. And I need to put these paper clips to the side of each signature. In between each signature, to the side of each signature. Because this area right here next to each signature tends to lift up. And the paper clips I have found basically stop that from lifting up. Because it keeps everything down low. So to the side of each paper clip, to the side of each signature, in between each signature. With a paper clip that is basically, you see that right there? It's already trying to lift up. So let's get our paper clip. And these are just regular paper clips, but they will really only be one-time use paper clips because to get these off in one piece is kind of impossible. See, this one needs another little paper clip right here. Okay, just like that. Okay. So that is our, okay, I was going to say, did I do this all upside down? Because I was about to flip out. But I didn't, so that's good. Okay, now we put the jacket back on it, and we're gonna let this dry. We're gonna have support on each side of this of the signatures. I don't want the signatures to be flopping around. So the little jacket keeps them all together. Then again, I'm going to put some support on each side. So 1 second. Let me find something to put on each side of this. I just do not want those signatures to fall over. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. What do I have? I didn't even drink my coffee. I mean my tea. I completely forgot about my tea. We'll just use this. Whatever. Okay, so now it's off to the side. It has support on each side. Okay, so now we can do the last one. Let's do the next little golden book here. We got the little pokey puppy. We got to go through that whole traumatizing ordeal again. Very traumatizing. Very, very that. Okay. So let's do all that again. Miss Violet. Hi, Miss Violet. How are you? How are you? Negan, hello. How are you? Okay, so next one is the Pokey Little Puppies, which we got our jacket here. We got I gotta hack my way through these signatures now. So one moment. Oh my God. I cannot believe. I literally cannot believe. I'm dropping everythh down so that way all the shorter pages drop down and they don't get cut. So that's why I'm doing this right here. Okay. This is definitely not a step you should be taking last minute. Not a step you should be taking last minute, but you know what? Mistakes were made. My calculations as a scientist were off. So this is what we have to do. This is what we have to resort to. And you know what? Luckily, we have the tools. We have the technology. We have the technology to do this. I think that page got cut a little bit crooked, but you know what? I'll live. Oh, my goodness. My blade might be dull by now after having to go through that many pages. It might have dulled up my rotary cutter a little bit. So that's page 1. Okay, so that's the first signature. Just making sure. Okay. Okay. Let's do the next one. Again, this is a redonkulous. And should definitely not have been one of my steps tonight. But okay, we're dealing with the situation here. See, the last signature cut through everything perfectly. This time it's a little bit, it just got a little bit dull, tiny bit dull. Okay, cut through that one pretty easily though. Okay, second signature, and this is the third because it goes to page 24. Okay. Making sure we're good. How is everybody doing? Everybody's still hanging out? I think I can get this done before 1.5 hours, which is cool. Which is just fine with me. I got some steps done. They'll dry tonight. Tomorrow during the day, I'll probably do the cat one. And then we'll be ready to decorate tomorrow night. So I think I might make some more embellishments tomorrow night, though. So I'll probably work on some embellishments. I am running out of some of them. And I had to cut out some flowers, so I did over the weekend. Turns out my scanning cut just needed a new mat. And I've been trying to be very careful with my new mat because I don't even know how I messed up the last one. So there's that. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. Is there... Hang on. There's a page that only got like, it's just like missing this little piece right here. Okay. 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 So we're as good as it's going to get here. Okay. So again, that should not have been a step. That should not have been a step. Bye, Jen. I'll see you tomorrow, girlfriend. Okay. So here we are. Let's get the first signature on. We got our piece of chipboard. That's the size of our cover. I like to write in there what it's for. I didn't have a permanent marker, otherwise I would have wrote it right there. But whatevs. Oh, we need to draw a line right here. Like that. Let me put the coffee creamer in my tea before it gets too cold to melt the coffee creamer. 1 second now. 1 second. If I drink it cold tomorrow, that's fine too, but it won't melt the coffee creamer if I don't do it right now. It might have already gotten too cold. And I got chunky creamer. That is not cute. I did spend 45 minutes not drinking it, so that's probably why. Okay. Anyways, let's finish this up here so we can call it a night. This is a very stressful situation here for me. If I hadn't had to hack through the top of this signature, I might be a little bit more relaxed right now. But I literally had to hack off some of my pages. So that was it's a little bit more nerve-wracking than normal situation, you know. But we're powering through it here. Okay, Violet, have a good night. Critical moment. I mean, for reals, it has, I mean, I almost called 911. It has been very critical. I almost called for backup. So, like, yeah. So, like, very much that. Okay. Again, pulling with my fingers here off to the... That looks disgusting. Oh, my God. I hate when I get glue in my hands. You guys know. It, like, makes me itchy. Not, like, physically, but, like, mentally it makes me itchy. Like, I know. But it still bothers me. Okay, so let's get the pages on here. Probably have to change my rotary cutter out. Safety first, you guys. Safety first. Okay, we got our little pups right here. The little pups. Okay, that one got a little jam there at the top. No. Okay. So first signature, let's do it. Doesn't matter really which side we go on. First signature. And we're in. And let me just make sure. Yep, we're good there. And we're good there. And we're good. And we're rocking it. And we're doing it. Hang on, I need a smaller paper clip. I have some that, like, you can see they're, they're like a little opened. And I have some where they're like a little bit more tight. So I need the ones that are a little bit tight. And make sure we're good. Okay. Okay, so let's sew these. This one's always a breeze. First signature is always a breeze. Second signature, I start to worry a little bit. Third signature is very nerve-wracking. It's not wanting to walk through because of the paper clips, I think. I don't know. Why did it just sound like that? This is the first signature. You better calm down. You better check yourself. Choppa. Okay. Okay, first signature is in. All right. We are working it. We are working it, the little puppy. It's working. Okay. Let me get the little strings off here. Because these are always hard to deal with when you're dealing with glue. It's a pain. So no strings attached for me. Okay, so we're pretty much good. We went off a little bit, but that's all right. That's all right. Okay. So I'm going to do the last signature next. Put these pages here together. Okay. I'm glad I'm all refreshed. I turned on the fan. I feel a little bit better. Okay, so here's the last signature. Just make sure it ends in page 24. Okay, okay, okay. And we need to draw a line down the middle page. Okay. Let's get this on here right here. Did anybody else do anything fun this weekend? I know most of us ain't going out, but you can still have a little fun. What did I do this weekend? Besides going to go see my family for that baby shower, I spent a lot of time cutting out flowers on Photoshop. I almost thought about doing a live of me cutting out the flowers. It's kind of boring. It's kind of a boring job, but it is part of the creative process of how I make my digis and even in some of my embellishments, because I end up printing those flowers and using them in my embellishments. So I did that a lot. Spent quite the amount of time working on that. And I hadn't done it in a minute, and I was like, you know what, this is actually fun. I don't know why I avoid it. I do avoid it sometimes. No treat bags in these journals. Maybe the next ones will have treat bags. Okay, so that'll go right there. Oh, and I also watched, there was a new episode of 90 Day Fiancé. So we got me and my husband watched 90 Day Fiancé together. That's always a hoot. Okay, bye, Vanessa. Okay, so here's this one right here. Okay, we're almost done with the signature here. Okay. And of course, there's a new episode of Drag Race on Friday, so I was like living my best little life. I was getting on my entertainment. Okay. So last signature. It's really hard to try and attach this to the jacket because it's just so short. Okay. It looks like we're good. Okay, so let's head over to the sewing machine, sis. Okay, we're good. It looks good to me. Okay. I don't know why it struggled so much with that first signature. That should have been cake. It sounds so angry tonight. I don't know why. Sorry, I'm not even showing part of my sewing machine. Sorry. Okay, so that one was okay, whatever, that's fine. That don't bother me. Get off my strings here, though. Definitely do want to backstitch with these pages. Though the back of it is going to get glued down, I would still backstitch. Try to backstitch. Okay, so got my strings off. Let's do the middle signature. Let's get this done. And I don't have any puppy themed pages, so I just use my little hummingbird page. I don't have any dog pages. I should probably work on some. Some people are dog people. I'm not a dog person, but some people might enjoy that kind of thing. Okay, so middle signature, middle page. Let's mark it. That one might be a little bit hard to see because it's on a purple background, but I think we will live. Okay. So let's try and get this in here. I'm trying to make it in less than an hour and a half. It might take me an hour and 15. We'll see. Which is pretty good. I mean, for putting together basically 2 journals, that's pretty good. I am enjoying this journal here. I have not done little golden books in a minute. But you know what? Oh my God, I have so many little golden books. I really got to get to them. I really, really need to do something about it. I need to do something about my little golden book hoard situation. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. Pulling on the pages with my fingers. Don't forget. Don't forget about that. Okay. Okay, we are ready for the tough one. Hang on, let me clip these pages here together. Okay. Okay, wish me luck. Wish me luck with the middle signature, because this is the one that causes me trouble the most. Most of the times, it causes me most of the trouble, this middle signature here. But we're going to try and do it right. We're going to try and get this done here. I don't even think I clipped it to the signature. I just kind of clipped the pages to other pages. Okay, here we go. This is hard. This is hard here. But again, I used to struggle with 2 signatures, and at least now I only struggle with 1. I didn't see Sharon. Oh, hi, Sharon. Popped in to say hi. I must have missed a night when you did the signatures. Yeah, you, well, actually, I put I put the signatures together off camera, because I always find that to be like the most boring part, is like me cutting down the pages to size and, but it's folding them in half. It just seems so boring. So I tend not to do that on camera. All right, I always have like the signatures already ready, so I don't think you did miss that part. I don't think you missed it. I did work on the signatures on Thursday, as in I pulled apart the book pages and put them back together in sequence that would work for the journal. So that part you might have missed. Ugh. It kind of split through right here in the middle. Okay, we'll have to do some surgery. So 1 second. We will have to do some surgery. I'm trying to find the right type of paper for this situation here. It's just something thin. I need something thin. The page is too thick. Where are those brown pages I used to have? Did I use them all up? Oh my God. Okay, so I'm going to use this, I don't even know what this paper's called. What is this paper called? Tracing paper or something? It's like elementary school paper. We're gonna fix this. So I'm gonna get a slice here. Make it 1/2 inch, I guess. I'm not really measuring because there's no measurements here, but about 1/2 inch, I would say. Maybe 3/4 inch. We're gonna do 3/4 inch. Okay. Okay. And how tall is this book? Almost 8 inches. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna measure that out. Okay, so 8 inches. Okay. So this is gonna be our fix. This does happen sometimes. Not really often, but it does happen sometimes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my glue. Wait, not this bottle, because this is my wide bottle. I need my regular bottle. That one's just going to be too much glue. I'm not looking forward to too much glue. Thank you for the encouragement, Zena. You are too kind. Oh my goodness. I need some glue. Why is this not coming out? I have this seam ripper that I designate to basically unplug my glue bottles. So this is the designated seam ripper for that. Okay, I'm going to get glue down the middle and off to the side a little bit. I will use my little brush here to kind of smooth out the glue a little bit. We are going to perform some surgery. Some surgery right here. It's okay, it happens. Emergency surgery happens all the time. Oh, why do I keep grabbing the white glue? I don't know. Okay, so now we're gonna add this strip right here. I'm gonna press it in. Nothing really has to be perfect with it. We're just trying to save the pages that might have been perforated. And that'll basically glue it all together. Okay. So that that's done, you're pretty much done with this middle signature here. Trying to perform a little surgery here. Okay. Okay, so that's how you fix that, in case you're wondering. And now see, this page right here is also having a problem. You know what? You know what? How many pages are having this issue here? So I'm going to get mad. Okay, so this is going to have to be fixed before I continue. It's going to need a lot of it, actually, a lot of surgery. So I'll work on this on my own time. I thought I would be able to sew this, glue this in, but it's going to need some surgery, actually, which just basically consists of me cutting more of these strips down to size and just gluing them in between. This doesn't happen very often, but you know what? The show must go on. So I will do that, and you guys already saw me glue in the last one, so you get a little bit of a clue of what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to have to perform some surgery here, so I am sorry to finish this video with an unfinished project, but it's going to need some help here. And I don't know, did I put too many pages? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, I might have gone overboard with the page numbers. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of surgery with this one before I put it together. But anyways, you guys, I hope y'all have a good night. I'll have to fix this before I go on to the next step. But you know what? Things happen. And a lot happened tonight. A lot of unexpected events happened tonight. And that's okay. Stuff happens. So you guys, I hope y'all have a good night. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Same time, same place. Peace out. Bye.